Hi guys, as you can see, the transformation is complete, which means we've just finished the prequel trilogy, and more specifically, we've just finished watching Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith is the conclusion of the prequel trilogy, and it reveals how Anakin Skywalker eventually becomes Darth Vader. What up?
That's it. At this point, you guys should realize that we hate all three of these prequel movies, so there's no point in us saying, so Ismael, what did you think of this movie? So we're just going to jump right into what we don't like.
I guess what we could start off with is, the saber fights.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's one of the biggest problems I had with the movie, just overall. It's just, they're so long.
The reason why these saber fights are not appealing to us is just that they're so perfectly choreographed and they go on for so long. And they're substituted substance for fight.
The one on the Mustafar system planet, the volcanic planet, and it's just like literally 25 minutes of sword fight, and it's not only trying to incorporate the sword fight between Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker, but it's also meshing the one with the Emperor and Yoda, and so it's just all over the place.
Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker's lightsaber battle lasts for all but like 3 or 4 minutes, but that is one of the most emotionally gripping and intense lightsaber scenes. This one is 30 minutes long and is perfectly choreographed to the point of where there was a point where they were just standing and they were just doing that. There was no effort put forth, and these supposed to be two brothers trying to kill each other.
Well, that's a perfect kind of segue into to talk about their characters. Like you mentioned, like Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi being kind of brothers and everything like that, but like everyone else, or just individually, it's all over the place too.
Well, they're just same characters from the first and second one, so they've evolved nothing into nothing. So it makes sense that they're nothing in this movie.
Obi-Wan Kenobi is still the best one out of all of them. Yeah. But surprisingly, Hayden Christensen uplifted his game for this one. I didn't hate him as much as I hate him in the second one.
In the first half of the movie, yeah, it was a vast improvement in his delivery and how he emoted himself. He wasn't so on the nose until
the fucking final scene. He was like, "What are you taking from me?
I hate you.
I hate you.
You turned her against me. From my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I hate you."
This one is the most quotable out of the three.
That's probably true.
In a bad way, though.
This was also probably the only one that had the most Yoda dialogue. And I think he used too much of... Because I know that's the way he talks and stuff, but it seemed over the top for me. Like separating, the subject and the predication, which is what Yoda does. But, wasn't it all over the place for you?
I mean, I didn't really notice because I just hate Yoda in these movies anyway. I have to say, though, compared to the other two, this one probably, I would say he put the most effort into. There are moments that are still, like when Obi-Wan, after he chops off, spoiler alert, after he chops off Anakin's legs and he says to him,
you were supposed to bring balance to the Force.
Yeah, you're my brother.
I
even though that all these movies, they have not set up their relationship, I believe that they were brothers.
What's another one that was pretty good?
The opera scene.
Oh, yeah, when he's talking about Darth Plagueis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Just the overall silence of the opera and just kind of awkward tension.
The snakeness of Palpatine.
This movie had the most plot holes in any of them. Because in that scene that you're talking about, how does fucking the Emperor know that Anakin is looking for a way to stop death?
Yeah.
It was just random. You had mentioned that it was probably he sensed it. But I'm just like, okay, but we haven't gotten that he could do that.
Well, and then he contradicts himself again, because inside, when he first reveals himself to Anakin, he says, I can save yourself. I can give you the power to save your wife from dying. But then later, when Anakin
he saves him from Windu,
yeah,
after he saves him
it's
from
like
Windu?
he didn't even know that his wife was dying. Like he just happened to use that to manipulate him, and it just happened to be actually something that Anakin wanted.
One of the most heart-wrenching things in this movie, just from a story point. Not saying that they did it badly, but it was just the overall Order 66.
Oh yeah.
When that happened, that was very effective.
That was effective, and you felt destruction happening throughout the whole universe when you saw that.
Yeah, that little montage of clips of all the Jedi dying, and all the kids kind of just dying too. It was just like, wow.
I'm just like struggling to find things to like about this, but if I have to say anything, I think that with time, the CGI got so good when it was made that this actually still holds up. That opening scene with the battle over Coruscant, it actually still looks very nice to this day. And it gets out of control still sometimes, like with Mustafar, that CGI is ridiculous, but a lot of times it's actually restraint. And I thought that was something that wasn't terrible.
The battle with Lord Grievous was pretty,
like,
CGI
he's
wise.
actually a pretty cool character too. I really like him.
The fun little fact about this movie that I didn't really know this until now, like watching it again, is that when, Padme gives birth to Luke and Leia and they decide to separate the children and stuff, the fucking... is he a king? No, the Senator of
Bail Organa.
Bail Organa tells one of the pilots to clean up the droids. He's talking about C-3PO and R2-D2, and he says, and wipe the protocol droids like memory. But he doesn't say it about to wipe R2-D2's
who is an astromech droid.
Yeah, so it kind of seems like C-3PO is the only one that gets his mind wiped, and that R2-D2 is the one that remembers everything. Which
would make a lot of sense, because in episode 4 I always got the sense that R2-D2 had a lot of gumption and he wanted to help because somehow he knew what was going on. One thing I had to say, Ian McDermott is great, if not a little crazy in this. It's not as good as...
Well, for those of you guys that probably don't know, he's the one that plays the Emperor, Senator
Palpatine. And he goes full on crazy in this, which is entertaining. It's not as weighty and great as his role in Return of the Jedi, but it was nice to see him here again, even though his makeup was a little weird and his delivery was a little strange.
He was a lot fatter in this one as the Emperor. Like, his cheeks were like puffy. He had that like vagina head thing going on.
He's the Emperor now, so maybe he joined Jenny Craig.
The one thing about the Emperor that I didn't like was, like, they gave him these moments where he was just like dumbfounded, his face was just dumb. Like, he was just like...
His face without that hood is not appealing. And not at scary. All. It's silly. So that's it, guys. We made it through the prequel trilogy. It took a lot of work and a lot of bravery, and unfortunately, I am a casualty to the Dark Force. But maybe there's a new hope out there that will help me. That is worse than the fucking line in the holiday special. So thanks for watching, guys. We will be doing Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi very soon. Force Awakens is almost here.
It's only less than a month away.
Yeah, it's who even knows what to do with themselves. So keep watching. Please comment and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.